Hello, 1 year later, tubers, and welcome back to Let's Play Arena Emblem 4, because that's probably what today's episode will mostly become, but, it's all good. Anyway, you know the game. We're just beginning Chapter 3 today, and before we get to the little story introduction for Chapter 3, which assumedly is 1 year later from when we left off at the end of Chapter 2, I just want to say, I'm really enjoying this game, actually, even more than I thought. I've been playing a lot of the more modern Fire Emblems lately. Three Houses, obviously, but even Awakening Fate and the Echoes of Valentia, the remake of Fire Emblem 2, I believe it's known as. I've been playing a lot of those lately, and I like the games. I can't say I dislike them, but this kind of brings me back. I never actually played the Super Nintendo versions, obviously, ever, but I grew up on the Super Nintendo, and I played a lot of, if you're familiar with the channel, I played lots of Ogre Battle, Final Fantasy Tactics Ogre games, Shining Force, a lot of this era of strategy RPG. And man, I wish these games had come out in North America when I was younger, because I would have just ate this stuff up for days. This game's really good. It's not even all that hard. I think once we get to Thracia 776, we'll notice a bit of a difficulty spike or cliff. But nowadays with save states and stuff, it's not so much time consuming to backtrack if you make a mistake. But when you're kids, I feel like when you're younger, I'm an old man, Ankylo, telling off all the stories, but I do remember when you're a kid, playing video games on the weekend or whatever, it seems like you just have way more time available. You have less things cutting into your gaming schedule. Anyway, point is, I'm really enjoying it, and I hope you guys are too. And if you haven't yet, I would recommend giving it a try. It's pretty easy to get the Project Nega translation patch working, and I mean, you have to find a ROM and an emulator, and I believe this only works in SNES 9X rather than Z-SNES, but this is not that big a deal. If you're halfway computer savvy, you should be able to figure it out, and it's pretty fun. I'm enjoying it anyway. So that said, let's continue our story into Chapter 3 of Fire Emblem 4, Genealogy of the Holy War. King Chagall has fled Agaste's fall and moved his royal court to Medino Castle in the north. Honoring his promise to Eldigan, Sigurd allows Chagall his freedom and does not interfere. We did invade his country and nearly kill him. Sigurd adopts Augusti. I keep saying Augusti, it seems like Agasti, but anyway, as his headquarters, and while his troops there recuperate, he persists in negotiating Augustria's return to governance by its own king. Despite his determination to restore Chagall's rule, his orders from Valhalla never change. To remain in Agasti and to govern its citizens. Yeah, see, remember when Sigurd promised he was this diplomat, this amazing diplomat that would get everything back to normal? No, it's not going to happen. Should never trust the evil chancellors back in Granvale. Scarcely 6 months have passed. Oh, not enough time. And yet Granvale's ruling administrators have already grown arrogant and have taken to abusing their power over Agastria for their own gain. Day by day, the Augustrian people grew ever warier of Granvale's actions. Before long, as he feared, Sigurd finds himself yet again caught in a new conflict. Reports abound of Chagall raising his army anew at Medino Castle. Vying to reclaim his lost capital from Sigurd. Oh, of course, that's what he was going to do. Makes sense. Further north from Medino, the reviled pirates of Orgaheel prepare themselves to sweep in and profit from the land's chaos. Valhalla's orders demand Sigurd must maintain control of Agasti above all else. Sigurd's heart lies heavy in the face of the impending crisis. Southwest of Medino, Eldigan's forces hold the defenses of Fort Silvale. The looming battle for Augustria, a trial between friendship and loyalties. Before Sigurd looms a final battle in Augustria's north, a showdown fated to shape the course of Jugdrul's history. Well, is anyone surprised that this didn't work out? Are we still holding on to the Prince of Isaac? Seriously, someone should go return him. This is not okay. Also, did you know that I've upgraded the people who've promoted on the side? I'll try to do that when I have time to upgrade the skills and classes and everything. Just seeing as I saw Aideen over there. Is the army ready to move in? Those fools couldn't possibly see this coming. Right, as arranged, move out. This is our final chance to return Auguste to our control. Just look at them, lingering in my kingdom, oh, so carefree. I grow wary of them. They will pay dearly for this. Jacobin, where's that lousy sellsword gotten this time? Do you need me? I've seen just how good a fighter you are. You're in charge of the castle defenses. I'm not fighting ever again, because I almost died last time. Yeah, I know. Might be a boring job, but you're paying me well. Let's see and learn to fear my bolt sword. That's what I like to hear. Don't fail me. Now, Eldigan's still at Sylvale, How will he take this, I wonder? Well, with the power of divine time travel pulses, I'm sure we'll be fine. My lord, we have a problem. The Medino army appears to be preparing for battle. What? What is His Majesty thinking, doing something so rash? Blast! To think we were so close to returning Auguste to him. Yeah, 6 more months. Just keep it up. Gah, I can't possibly fight Sigurd. What in the world can I do? Bros before crazy kings, I guess. Oi, Captain! Looks like the main lad down south's getting ready for another war. This is getting interesting. This is our chance, I reckon, with nothing stopping us from fleecing the villages. Both them armies will be at each other's throats, so there'll be nobody interested in getting between us and the villages. Shut it, Duval. I won't allow any petty theft under my watch. I refuse to let us sink so low. Don't forget, we're heroic thieves. That's what the name Orgale now means to the world. Somehow I doubt it'll work. Bah! What self-respecting pirate just lets the loot sit there and do nothing? The captain's gone soft. Now, calm down, Duval, my mate. I've got me a little idea. That wench struts around like the boss, but she ain't really the old Captain Sprague, if you know what I mean. The captain just found her lost when she was a tiny little thing and raised her as his own. She still took over when he died, but little she knows she ain't really his brat. She ain't the real boss, so there's nothing to worry about. Now, let's go help ourselves to some treasure. Pirates, got a pirate. Wonder who that girl will be. Maybe someone's been looking for? It's been a long time if you remember someone that was kidnapped by pirates as a young child. But they're out there. Dire news, sir! King Chagall's army has struck, and they have the castle surrounded. Oh, what the fool! We were this close to finally withdrawing from Augustria. Just needed 6 more months and 5 more years and then another decade, and then, you know, someone will write a piece of paper that says we'll send them some, I don't know, we'll pay them 10 gold for every year we hold on to their capital. Seems like how world history probably works. Anyway, there's no sense in attacking us now. Where in the blazes is Eldigan? That isn't all, sire. It appears the pirates from Orgaheel are attacking amidst the confusion. Is that so? I suppose we've no choice then. Ready everyone for battle. Oh, my love. You're about to fight again, aren't you? I'm afraid so, Deirdre. I'm sorry. But you mustn't come with me this time. Seliph is just a newborn, and he needs you. Oh, yes, dear. You mustn't look so anxious, Deirdre. I promised to be back before long. Shannon, I have a favor to ask of you. Would you please look after Deirdre and Seliph? Of course, don't worry about a thing. As spirit as ever, Shannon. At the very least, Deirdre, he ought to keep you in good cheer. Don't worry about a thing. I'll be back for you, I promise. My lord. She said, like, nothing. She's given up on arguing with Sigurd. She's been with him long enough to know you can't say anything. So probably new overworld music. I like the fact that each chapter has its own music. I'm pretty sure. That's cool. So, obviously we're going to spend a lot of today doing some shopping, inventory management, and arena-ing. But let's have a look around first to get a lay of the lands. We got a couple little squads to the left and the right. We got a Duke Knight with some some Lance Cav. They're sporting some stronger weapons this time around, so, you know, game's ramping up difficulty a little bit, but it's mostly a dead end, so not a whole lot to do besides just move out and kill them. We've got a fairly defensible castle. We've got 2 little choke points if we ever really need to defend, but I assume that won't be the problem. And then over here, instead of Lance Knights, we've got a general and some Lance armors. Armor lances. Alright, and then we've got pirates, actual pirates, with lots of money. Man, I sure hope I could get some stealing out of Dude one of these days. And some villages. Also, this one's kind of guarded. Okay, this is right next to Medino, which I assume is our first boss, Jacoban. I wonder if these guys will protect the villages from the pirates. Somehow I'm doubtful. I mean, they've got ballista, just shoot them. Also, this is a ballistician, which has an iron ballista, which has 25 might instead of the typical 15. Not bad. So, yeah, that's a lot of dudes. A couple villages, a few villages. Got a little mage party over here. Just fire mages. That's not that bad. That's cool. It's not, like, well-balanced, but there's little units of archers and axe guys and mage guys. And then to the west, this is where, Sylvale is where Eldegard is. He does not have any... This is actually kind of a smaller map so far, compared to the last one. There's, like, Eldigan's castle and the King's castle, and that's it. And then up north, if we have to fight off the pirates, there's a mysterious tower we'll have to go to one day. Another that's like a pirate village. And then a pirate stronghold. So I'm assuming we'll have to get to there. I wonder if that'll be the last thing that we do. Because it's the only thing really far away. If we look at the map, kind of get a general idea of how this works. Yeah, I feel like this is a smaller map than the last one, so this might not be quite as long of a chapter. The fact that Chagall thinks his army is enough to take out our army is kind of silly. Like, you know, these guys, they're not super bad, but he's going to need way more of a combined spearhead to get into our castle. Alright, so let's have a look at our units in the castle. We've got a nice looking castle. Now, in case you're wondering, this is the last chapter where we will be recruiting units for the first generation. So there's 3 more slots in the castle and 3 more units to recruit in today's, well, this chapter, chapter 3. So that's cool. I kind of like how this game gives you most of your characters fairly early on rather than, you know, stretching it out right to the very end. Lets you pick out who you want to use a little bit better. So we've still got Deirdre here. She's got a lot of money. I might want to move some of that over, but I guess Sigurd could buy something. Thing is, he's got to sell something. For reasons that I'm sure make sense to you if you've played before, but Deirdre has a baby. She's not going to actually go fight with us. I don't think we can actually, we can't even send her out to fight. So she's not really going to participate in this chapter much. So it might be smart to make sure you transfer over her stuff before much time goes by. Other than that, Requisis, she's got the experience band, which is good, because I'd really like to get her to level 20 this map, if I can pull it off. We have lots of people, well, everyone needs to go to the arena, so we'll do that in a minute, after we get sorted out. We've got some lovemaking, or lovemaking is the correct term. But there's some people that need to get some relationships going. Oh, this is also really important. Like, before I do anything, we're going to do this conversation, yeah. If we go, this is always a good thing to check. I should do it all the time. But yeah, there's 2 people that can talk to Ira. Now, I think it's one or the other, and whoever does it gets some love points, some relationship points. Now, Ira, I think we're planning Ira to catch up with Dew eventually. So this is a little bit counterproductive in the sense that Dew does not get any loving going on. But this is so important, we have to do it. And I guess we'll send Holin to talk to Ira. So I think we have to... You can't talk from inside the castle, I bet. Yeah, that's not going to work. So we're going to send out Ira first. Then we're going to send out Holin and talk to her. You know, these guys will do the arena eventually, but for now... Hey, Ira. Here, this is for you. Isn't that a brave sword? Why me, though? Shouldn't you be wielding this yourself? Ah, this thing's only gonna get harder from here. That's what he said. You burn through places so fast. That's a pretty good line. This thing's only gonna get harder from here, yeah? You burn through blades so fast, you could do with a spare or two. She actually does sort of burn through durability with her fancy Astra. That's actually on point. Look after yourself out here, okay? One day I might not be here to watch your back. Poland, thank you. I promised I'll put it to good use. And, there it is. Now we have best sword. So, I guess, I don't know where he found it, but, you know, he passed it on over to Ira. Sure, she would love to use it, but everybody would love to use it. Anybody that can use a sword should want this. And specifically people who max out at B rank, because if you have A rank, I can give you a silver sword, which is, it's not as good, but comparatively it's decent. And this thing, like, it's incomparable. Like, the steel blade, the other B weapons that you could equip at B rank swords would be the steel sword. And who's got a steel sword? Just so I can show this off real quick here. Steel sword, 80 hit, 10 might, 3 weight, only attacks once. Versus 100 hit, 12 might, 3 weight, attacks twice. More accuracy, more might, same weight, double attacks. Super, super, super good. In fact, 12 might, 112 3 compared to the silver sword. The silver sword is less accurate for a little bit more might, but no doubles. So I don't even think the silver sword can compare. But the main thing is, if you've got A rank, like I've only got one brave sword. So if you've got A or star rank sword, you might as well have a silver sword or something like that. Or like a blade, iron or steel blade, because they're still pretty good. But if you only have a B rank in swords, like if you wanted Arden to be good, you could give it to Arden, or you could give it to Noish or Alec. I guess those are the 3 primary candidates. Raquasis could use it, although she does have an A rank either way, so she technically has access to bigger swords if you want. Lewin's is C. Or, sorry, no, he's got to sell that Horse Slayer. Let's do that before I forget. We definitely have some inventory management, so he can't even use this thing, so let's get rid of it. How much is this going to be to buy? I didn't even pay attention. 5 grand for a Horse Slayer. Okay, and we've got an Iron Blade sitting around for A rank swordsman with nothing else better. Okay. There should be a couple other weapons just sitting around I need to get rid of. Yeah, like, so Sigurd kind of needs to get rid of the physics staff and pass that over to someone else, but he's capped on gold. So I kind of feel like I should buy something for him so he doesn't lose all his money. Now, this is nice. Unfortunately, it doesn't really help Sigurd, but there's a full set of silver weapons here. Silver sword, lance, axe, bow, and an upgraded fire tome for, well, I guess it's for what's his face? Azel, because he's probably the only one with fire at B. Unfortunately, Elfire has the same weight as fire. It'll do more damage, which is nice. So it's nice to have a higher damage thing, but for someone with Pursuit, it's going to be not... I bet you a lot of the time wind or thunder would be better, just by nature of having less weight. But it's sure an upgrade over the fire tome, no doubt about it. It's the same hit, same weight, but 6 more might or something like that, I think. So, yeah, there's that. What was I saying? Lewin couldn't use it even if he wanted to. He wouldn't want to anyway because he's got the same thing except better. And we might be getting a Thunder Mage to round out the trio. But the Thunder Mage will, of course, use Thunder Magic. So that won't help either. So basically that goes to Azel or no one. We've also got a silver bow, a silver lance, axe, and sword. So another silver sword. Obviously, we've got one on Sigurd. We'll probably want to buy one for maybe one of the sword masters. So I think what I'm going to do is send out Sylvia right now. And I'm going to dance. Because basically here, like, you know, how it normally starts on these maps, is you don't want to waste too much time at the beginning of the map, but there's a lot of stuff to do. So, like, I want to get my army out fairly quickly because I'm pretty sure we need to get moving to save villages. I haven't checked 100% what's in all the villages, but last time we technically missed an item because we didn't save one of the villages. So I would like to stop that from happening if we can. And I wouldn't be surprised if, like, one of these guys far in the corner is a little bit hard to get to. So, or maybe technically it's like this one up here, and it's really hard to get to maybe, but point is I don't want to waste too much time at the beginning of the map, so do a little bit of this shenanigans. I think it's still worth it to get, well, at least turn 2, we'll be able to start selling and buying the Brave Sword around if that's what we want to do. Because everybody's going to want the Brave Sword. Now, what I was going to check here is, okay, Steel Blade is what Ira had been using. 60 hit, 16 might, and 6 weight compared to... She could get a Silver Sword. So this has 20 more hit, 2 less might, and 3 less weight. I guess, basically, the question will come down to, would I rather give Holin the Silver Sword or the Steel Blade and, like, pass over the Steel Blade for him? Or keep the Steel Blade or the Silver Sword for Ira? I think the Steel Blade does a little bit more damage with a little bit higher weight and lower hit rate. So you probably want to give the Steel Blade to the lower strength Myrmidon and give the Silver Sword to the higher strength, but maybe less skill, because the skill makes up for the hit rate. So I think actually Ira's probably, because she's got skill plus 5 ring, that makes up for most of the hit rate penalty. It's 2% hit rate per skill, I think. So with plus 5, that essentially gives her a 70 hit rate sword, and she's got a really high skill anyway. And you can see, even with a Steel Blade, she's got 116 to hit, so really no penalty there. Whereas Holin, I believe, is a little bit stronger, but not quite as skillful, right? Well, technically a little bit stronger, but almost identical skills. The only other thing is, like, is there anybody else that could use an A-rank sword? Like, let me, how can I do this? Just struggling with the controls. There's a screen for swords, right? Or a screen for controls. So you can sort by swords. Look how convenient this is. So I was talking about those two. Sigurd's already got a Silver Sword. I'm not going to give him the blades. So the only question is, would I want to give a Silver Sword or a Steel or Iron Blade to Ethelyn or Rakbasis? The answer to that is probably no. Because they can heal, and they've got kind of special swords already. Rakbasis has her Miracle Sword, which is... It's actually pretty good. That's about a Silver Sword anyway, right? If you think about it. Silver Sword is 80, 14, and 3. This is 70, 12, and 3. It's a little bit worse than a Silver Sword, but not by much. So that's pretty good. And then Ethelyn's got the Light Brand, which is the same stats, 70, 12, and 5. Or, well, it's not quite the same. Almost. It's just a little bit heavier. And it has a ranged magic attack. So I would say Ethelyn and Rakbasis, as, you know, healers primarily, already have a decent, what am I trying to say? A decent sword option, even though they'll be healing most of the time. So we'll just focus on the Silver Sword for those three. Okay, that took way too long to get down to a simple decision. Silver Lance, the only one that could use it is Quan. So if I want to buy it, it goes to Quan. And we have a Brave Lance on Finn right now, who technically could be shared across Sigurd or Aaron. I would say, if we get in trouble in the arena, we might trade the Brave Lance over to Aaron if she needs it. But otherwise, Finn will, you know, handle it on his own. We honestly only have one person who can even use axes. We could buy a silver axe for Lex, but he already has a Brave axe, so I don't know if that's really worth... I mean, we can pick it up anyway, but it just doesn't make much difference. Silver bow can only be used by Jemka, so this even further basically confirms that Midir was the right person for the killer bow. Now, if I get people promoted at level 20, I'm pretty sure a lot of people will have higher weapon ranks by virtue of promotion. But for now, anyway, Jamka could get the silver bow, and that would make up for some of the shortage of the killer bow. And then Elfire is just the one person, so... Alright, I think that pretty much solves it, right? Okay, so that's the weapon plans if I need to buy them or shuffle them around. At least I've got a plan. Let's spend some time in the arena. This is gonna take a while. as we do. Now, do you think Sigurd can just... Oh, wait, hold on. Because he's got all this money, is there anything we can buy with him that would just... he can just hold on to? Now, Sigurd is the parent of the Lord of the second generation. And I believe anything that Sigurd holds on to at the end of the first generation gets inherited by his son, who we've already heard of, assuming he can equip it. So swords will pass down and rings will pass down. I'm not sure if lances will. I actually don't know for sure. I think maybe both swords and lances. So obviously we want the silver sword to pass down. But you could buy a ring. You could buy a return band. I could try to spend some money and buy, like, take someone else's ring. Someone who doesn't need a ring and pass it over to Sigurd. I'm kind of annoyed that he's got all this money and I have nothing to do with it. There's a pursuit band, a magic ring, a shield ring. Like, the defense wouldn't be terrible, but, I mean, I don't know. Do I really want to drop Lex down back to 9? Like, I guess, to be fair, Lex doesn't need this defense ring. We could move it over without any huge problem. I just feel bad. I don't even know how I did it exactly, but Sigurd ended up with way too much money, and I don't know what else I can do. I don't really want to give it back to Deirdre. In essence, you can think of it as Sigurd having twice as much money as he needs, because you can only have 50,000, and he's got 50,000 plus 30,000 plus he needs to sell a physics staff so someone else can use it. So he's actually way over the cap, and we're gonna lose a lot of money here. Oh, that's really frustrating. I think he just got it all from the arena. I just never spent it, basically. So what do I do? I could buy him the Paragon ring before I send him to the arena. It'll get him more level ups. And that sort of costs him 20,000. I'm not a huge fan of trading stuff around like crazy. Who's got it right now, though? So, Lachses? Raka Ding Dong? So I guess, like, I was planning on just leaving it on her. If she sells it, she can't buy it back until she gets money. I guess what we'll do is we'll start with her in the arena. We'll see how she does. And, if she survives the arena, that'll use her Paragon Band efficiently. And if she gets enough money, then I won't feel too bad selling it so that Sigurd can buy it. I just feel really bad wasting all of his money, so let's start with her. I don't really know what's in the arena, though, so we'll see how this goes. Miracle Sword is okay. She's not, like, super strong, but I can buy other weapons for her because she's got the A rank in swords, so we can transfer stuff around if needed. Alright, so far, decent enough. So I think what I'll be doing, just to save myself a little bit of trouble, is I'll be just putting a save down before each fight. Just so that, if she gets totally wiped out, I can just buy a different weapon and try something else. It would be different if you've already done this arena before, or you're more familiar with the game, or you're following a walkthrough that shows the stats, and I'm just not really doing that. I mean, we can see what level they are and what weapon they are, so she should be okay against an axe guy, maybe. I'm just worried because Raquasis is not particularly, like, durable. So I'm not sure how long she'll survive in here. She's gonna probably have to make it all the way to the end to make it all the way to 20k. And these Myrmidons tend to be the problem. She still goes first. She's got pretty good avoid, but 2 hits and she's dead. You think she could win this if I just try a couple times? She would need to dodge a lot. But he only has a 33% chance to hit her. It seems like this should be possible. I mean, we're not getting a lot of luck here. And we're kind of burning through our Miracle Sword. Every time she swings, it costs a bit of money kind of thing. There we go. Took a couple tries. I'm sure we got a level up. She does have Miracle, so don't forget, when she's at low HP, she should be much harder to hit as well. But, yeah, this is probably where we get stuck. Now, I might need to buy her the Armor Slayer, for instance, on this one, which is definitely something we could do. So, equal hit rate. She gets killed in 2 hits, and it takes her quite a few to win. So that's, I would say, a fairly low % chance of her winning that. Now, if she buys a different sword... not the Horse Slayer. Oh, right. I keep wasting money by having different people buy this thing. I should probably, generally speaking, just leave these things at the pawnbroker. Because I don't use the Armor Slayer very often, but... I was planning on using it in the last chapter, but it never came up. Because... I don't know, just... Not every enemy is an armor knight, and you generally don't need it, so... I kind of like the arenas because they kind of feel like little mini puzzles. And I know they're not mandatory by any means, but I don't know, I kind of enjoy them. Trying to work out a way to win. Now, if she just loses, I'll probably just reload so we don't waste the money. Well, yeah, no, it's fine. If she loses terribly, then that tells me that this was a waste of time transferring it around. But she will do crits. Oh, and I looked it up. The way crits work in Fire Emblem 4... you take your combined attack damage, strength plus weapons, strength plus weapon might. If it's a crit, you double it and then subtract your enemy defense. Some games, you take your weapon might plus your strength, subtract your enemy defense, and then you double or triple it, and that's your crit. But in this game, crits are a little bit better because they double your full attack before any modifiers. Now, she's not going to 2-round it, which means she needs to hit 3 times and dodge 1. Right? So the odds are not in her favor, especially at 1 HP, but now she needs to dodge 2 and hit 3. That's essentially 5 1/3s in a row. There you go. I felt like it's possible. Alright, some speed and some resistance. We will continue. A Dark Mage. Well, the Miracle Sword. And I'm just going to put another save down now because maybe this is impossible. I don't know. She has some resistance, but... This puts her at 5 HP. I think this puts her, assuming she gets hit, this will put her at a 1% hit rate, right? Also, we're definitely going to have to fast forward through the arena a lot. Because the animation time on Jormungand, as neat as it is, she's missed, like, this is just the misfest. Everyone misses everything. I just want to see her get hit eventually. Seriously, we've had, like, how many rounds? Nobody can hit anyone. 72% odds we've missed, like, 4 in a row now or something ridiculous. But there. So now that she's at 5, that should be... Wow, her hit rate is just terrible here. It should be 60% avoid addition, which brings him down to 1. Which means if she stops being ridiculous, she should win. Now, he still had a 1 in 100 to hit her, but... Good job, Miracle. Wow, bad level up. It would be really nice to get her to level 20. Make no mistake. Alright. She's getting close, though. Only 2 more rounds. A Brave Lance. Ooh. I don't know about this one, guys. She's going to need a miracle. This is where I don't think she's going to have much chance. Now, this will bring her down to 6. So that's 50 avoid. So that'll put her at... Sorry, I didn't check the math quick enough. The enemy has 71 hit rate. So he's actually got pretty lucky that he hit her that second time. Because that's minus 50. So he's at 21 hit rate. She needs to hit him quite a few times, though. I think she could win via miracle here. Okay, before I invest in a heal turn, because keep in mind, actions are precious at the beginning of the chapter. I want to see how much... So his damage is 34 minus 8. is 26. So we want to heal up like 27 HP. I wonder how much the men's staff heals nowadays. Because ultimately we get her to like 28 or so, and then she's invincible. I have a feeling the men's staff heals too much, though. Yeah, still heals her to full. But what about... So there's another trick we could try. This is just me trying all the possibilities here to make things easier. What if after she gets hit, we back out? So now we press B and get out. And then we run away. And we use not the mend, but the... where is it? The heal staff on Ethlyn. This heals... well, it depends on Ethlyn's magic, but should heal around 18 or 19. 24. Was that enough? I already forgot how much damage. I think that's exactly one too little. It's too bad. If this is exactly one too small, this is sad day. Because you basically need 0% hit rate. Oh no, he does 26. That's just not enough. Alright, well she's stuck at him for now. There will be a way to kill him eventually via miracle strats, but it's not going to happen right away. So what do we do with her? She doesn't have 20 grand, so if I sell the Paragon band, she's not going to be able to buy it back. I was really sort of counting on that to get her leveling up quicker. We either pass it around and try to balance out Sigurd's XP and use up some money, or we just accept that we're losing the money and just keep it on her. I kind of think that's all I'm going to do. We're just going to accept... if she could have beat the arena and got enough money, I think I would have tried. Because the Paragon Band is pretty awesome. Like, make no mistake. She still needs 5 level ups, but if we keep her with the Paragon Band, she should get quite a lot of experience just for healing, just using her heal staff. Probably 20, or I think it's 15 per heal, so that'll be 30 per heal. So that's 300, or she needs 500 divided by 30 is like, well, every 10 heals is 3 level ups, so less than 20 heals, basically. Anyway, that's not, like, her current staff will cover that. That's not even that many turns of healing. So that's... And I'm pretty sure she'll be good at level 20. So at that point, she'll clear the arena, and we can change the Paragon Band at that point if we want. Which means, I suppose, we could save Sigurd's arena for until then, because right now... Well, but the idea was I wanted to move the physics staff. Can she even use the physics staff just for interest's sake? No. We probably want to give the physics staff to either Aideen or, well, theoretically Deirdre, but not Deirdre. So Aideen is the only one. Kind of limited there. Alright, well, let's just forget about that for the moment and just try to do some more arenaing. Seeing as Lex is promoted and has got a cool, brave axe, let's just repair it up and head on into the arena. I didn't need to repair it up or anything. I just figured why not, right? I would say most of our characters are pretty rich. Some of them are overly rich, but just some people, just the new people, like we just recruited Requisites. She just doesn't have enough money yet. So unfortunately, Tyler has not enough attack power to really be a problem. We start with a sword guy instead of an axe guy, so that's kind of neat. So I'm thinking Lex, especially with his defense ring, he's probably got a pretty good chance of clearing the arena. Myrmidons will be dangerous, like always, but Brave Axe is good. I think last chapter, Lex got stuck. Did he ever finish? No, he couldn't finish the last fight against the second tier of Myrmidon. So this is chapter 3's first tier Myrmidon. But this guy doesn't do enough damage either. Lex has a lot of defense right now. It's pretty awesome. Pretty sure he'll win this eventually, yeah. He only needed a couple hits, so cool. And his Paragon himself continues to level him up. Today's episode has not been giving us good level ups, though. Alright, he should be more than strong enough for a lance guy. I expect the fight versus the mage next will be also similarly easy. I feel like Lex is going to easily hit level 30 before much longer, just from the arena. Like, he gets so much experience, and he's so strong, and there's no one else that even wants an axe. Like, he's got no one to share the brave axe with, so he just always has his best weapon. And I mean, I can buy him a silver axe. I probably will, just because what else am I going to do with his money? Strength, luck, speed, defense. That was a good one. Okay, one bad level up, one good level up. Alright, rank 6. This is where it gets a little bit scary. I am going to use saves just because, like I said, I want to be deploying people. Well, it might not be this episode, but I want on turn 1 to be sending some people out to fight rather than spending all day healing them. Looks like this should be fine. He had a good matchup here, though. Axe to lance. So now we can see what the final tier of the arena is. Yeah, we're probably gonna... I wonder how much money the final tier of the arena is. Like, are we gonna hit the gold cap here as well? A great knight with a brave axe, level 27. It's axe v axe. Great knight versus great knight. Lex has better stats, though, so I think he's... Yeah, I was pretty sure he had the win there. So basically, the final fight of the arena is Lex, if you're wondering. You just gotta beat a Lex with no shield ring. Ooh, strength, speed, defense again! Ooh, that's good. Alright, and we're just under the gold cap. Great. Alright, well, I mean, Lex, man, you've been pretty awesome there. You definitely deserve a fixed brave axe. I don't even know what to do with his money. Okay, let's just accept that I'm going to start hitting gold caps in this chapter from the arena, and there's nothing I can really do about it. What can I possibly do? Oops, this is the wrong place. I'm going to buy the silver axe, because no one else can buy it, and we don't actually get any other axe guys in... Like, in Generation 1, Lex is literally the only person that can use an axe on your team, ever. I'm not sure about Generation 2, but that's it. So he might as well have it, because no one else can use it. Unfortunately, he's not even going to get a child to hand me down his axes, so... Unfortunately, at the end of Generation 1, all this stuff is just going to disappear, so that means I should probably transfer the shield ring over eventually. But we don't need to do that yet. But I can do that if I feel like it. But even without the shield ring, his stats are pretty sweet. If you looked at him compared to Sigurd, now he's got a few levels on Sigurd, to be fair, but 23, 16, 16, 21 relevant stats. 23, 16, 16, 21. We've got a little bit more strength, a little bit less skill, pretty much the same speed, and a lot more defense on... Lex. Lex turned out really, really strong. Yeah, no, that's great. Good job. And he still has some room to improve. Okay, cool. That's MVP Cav, no doubt about it. Well, let's try Finn next. He also has a Brave Lance. It would, like, technically, you know, I could try to transfer the Paragon Ring to him and get, like, if you ever want to get people a ton of level ups, that's obviously what you're supposed to do. But I don't really care too much about getting max levels. Like, that's not actually my goal. Alright, now, you could not use a Silver Lance even if you wanted. So, basically, Brave Lance for life. There's not really any other competitors for the Brave Lance either. Quan could use it, but doesn't really need it. And, Alec and Noish could not use it and don't deserve it anyway. Really, the one we're probably going to want to trade around for the arena wins is probably going to be, the Brave Sword, because lots of people can use the Brave... Well, Alec and Noish, and theoretically Arden, can use the Brave Sword. Alright, this one is a weapon disadvantage triangle, but we still have better odds to hit than he does. Mostly because brave weapons are overpowered. HP and skill. Not amazing. We should be fine against the Myrmidon. Even with the Pursuit getting doubles here, we auto-double with Brave Lance anyway, so it kind of keeps it balanced. And also, you know, the hit rate there, pretty good, pretty good. I feel like anyone that brings in a Brave weapon has a good chance of winning these. This fight might take a while because lots of armor. But no, I think that's a pretty much guarantee there, no problem. I'm just going to do a little bit of speed up every now and then because otherwise this is going to take hours. Next up's the Mage. Again, I'm just going to throw saves in case we get an upset, but I don't think there'll be any problems here. This is going to take 2 rounds. Yeah, he can take 1 hit and then kill him here pretty much for sure. Strength, speed, luck, resistance. Decent. Strength and speed, definitely good. Luck is okay, it's just not that important. And can he survive? Oh, we're not even done yet. Alright, it's Lance v. Lance. Okay, I bet you he can win this one, but he might not be so successful on the Lex fight at the end, because Brave Axes, oof. But yeah, he's a pretty good Brave Lance v. Brave Lance fight. Oof, that was... Oh. I didn't do the math there. I wasn't sure if he had a... Alright. I kind of have a feeling he's not going to make it through the next round. Just, I got a hunch that the same enemy except a couple levels higher with a weapon triangle is going to crush him. He kills him in 2 hits. So we have to dodge. Next round, 2 hits. We got... What did we get, like an adept there or something? If we got an adept and got 4 hits in, or was that a pursuit? I'm probably just going to reload. I forget what he's got. Pursuit. So we actually outspeed this guy. Oh. That's a shame. So we actually... We get 1 attack, then we have to dodge 2, and then we get 4 swings in a row. That should be enough to win with a little bit of luck. But, unfortunately now with no HP, we'd have to get 2 dodges right off the bat at 76%. Alright, actually it's 2 hits, then dodge 2, and then 4 hits. Oh man, can we actually do this with a little bit of luck? That was very close. The trick is getting the 2 dodges at the beginning and then not sucking on the accuracy. It's gonna get pretty expensive repairing the Brave Lance. I'll try it for a little bit longer here, but I have a feeling. So the chance of dodging 75% twice is about 1 in 16. So unfortunately we have a 1 in 16 chance of having any chance. And I don't know after that, because we need... Like, I guess I should math it out a little bit here. How many times do we have to hit him? 31 minus 8, so we're doing 13 damage. He's got 67 HP, so we've got to hit him... 5... We got to hit him 6 times. Oh, 6 times out of 6 attacks? Okay, never mind. That's impossible. So I was thinking we didn't need to hit him every single attack. I thought we could just dodge 2 and then maybe miss once or twice and we'd be okay. No. We would have had to dodge both and hit every single time at like 60 or 70%. No, that's not going to happen. So Finn, the only way you're going to get a clear on the arena is if, I don't know how you could actually. Maybe some good level ups. I guess if we get him promoted, like if he gets to level 20 and promotes during this mission, which somehow I doubt, but theoretically that might be enough if you got some good stat ups from that. Okay, so I don't think he's going to go much further. Let's see. 50 minutes in, we've done like 1 arena, 2 arenas. Let's see. Maybe Lewin will be a good arena boy. I think he'll be pretty strong. I think he cleared the arena last chapter with no problem, right? This kind of stuff should be fine. He gets... He gets Pursuit, so if he's fast, which he should be most of the time, he'll get a double, and he has the chance to Adept, which means he gets extra doubles even on top of it. HP, skill, speed, and resistance. He is a low level too. He, like, it's nice to get him some experience and kills early on. I feel like mages in specific have very slow animations, so it takes a lot longer in the arena. So whenever we're arena grinding a mage, I feel a little bit more like I should probably do some fast forwarding. This one is going to be rough because the Dark Mage will have weapon advantage on him. But we're still going to be way faster, so... ooh, a crit! Was that... Does Lewin have crit as well? He just had 4 shots in a row and he missed 2 of them. I thought he was dead after the first 2 misses, but then he got... Man, okay, Lewin's going to be good. Strength, speed, I mean, that's not optimal, but... Let me just look, like, I swear one of those was a crit. How did that happen? Does he have the crit skill? Of course he does. Alright, this guy... I'm really, really glad I gave him the Pursuit Ring. Great speed, very light tome, the chance for, essentially, the Brave effect on his magic. Like... Adept is kind of garbage if you're using a Brave weapon, because it never works together. Crit, though, combines with Adept and Pursuit. Oh, man, I feel like a friggin' genius. I mean, I'm sure there's probably lots of people like, come on, Blue, everyone knows the Pursuit band's good on Lewin. But this is my first time, and I didn't see anybody else do it, so this seems really, really good. All right. Well, let's do this again. I think he's going all the way, guys. I'm going to save it because these Brave weapons, they might just kill him in 2 hits with low defense. So he needs a good opener. He needs probably a dodge, right? Yeah. So if he ever gets hit twice at the beginning, he loses. And he might need an Adept or a crit to win, but... Obviously, he won that one, and I think he should have a fairly similar chance against the Axe guy. This guy's even slower, so you might have better avoid, yeah. Instead of 50-50, now we've got a 1 in 3. We still cannot get hit twice, though. And we have to do another dodge or an Adept. Oof, that was close, though, but we got him. We got him! Alright, Lewin. Alright, you're the best mage in the game so far. Best mage of Generation 1, right? Speed and magic. Oh, beautiful. You're not even a very high level, and you're getting the right stats. Alright, Lewin. Super happy with that. Super happy. Alright, so yeah, he's going to be, like, armor killer extraordinaire. I see no reason to buy him any other magic. He could use... If we ever could find a light tome, or another thunder or fire tome, he could use any of those. The only thing that would help with would be magical triangle. But just like swords that are sort of the best of the triangle, wind is just the best of that triangle. So even against fire, fire is super heavy and slow. He'll probably be fine with wind. Especially with, because any fire mage is going to be weighed down. So he's going to get his pursuit. Oh yeah, I looked up some of these skills. Critical is still your skill dependent. But I keep probably mixing it up for, what's it called? A cost? A cost is based on your current HP. It doesn't proc unless you're above 25. And then the chance to activate is based on, I think it's like, it's your attack speed versus your enemy attack speed. So you being faster than the enemy helps. That gives you more percentages. As well as your total current, your current HP divided by 2. So... if you've got, say, 40 HP, and you finish a round of combat, so let's say you don't get hit, and you're at 40 HP, that's a base of 20% for a cost to work, plus whatever attack speed difference between you and the enemy. So if your attack speed is 10, which it might be with the right weapon, unfortunately, Noish's speed is garbage, but say his speed is 10, and the enemy's is 0, that's another 10%, I believe. It's something like that anyway, it's pretty close. And then the other one that's attack speed based is Adept, actually. Adept is not related to skill. Skill is crit, and then the sword skills, and then attack speed is for Pursuit and Adept. And Adept is, I think, 20% plus your attack speed or something like that. So with Elwind, it's 20 attack speed plus, I think, 20 means about 40% of the time, I think, he actually gets his double attack like a Brave weapon. So that's pretty good. Definitely rewards fast, low weight weapons. Anyway, that was I did do a little digging, so I've got a little bit better idea how those work. I guess what I'll do with Azel is go buy his Flame Tome and then try. Somehow I doubt he's going to clear it. He's even got the magic ring, but unfortunately, fire just is much worse than wind, you know? Might as well use the good one, right? Actually, the good one... I need to buy... what I should buy, if I can ever find one, is just a bland C-rank wind tome. That's what he actually needs. Let's just do some saves here, because I doubt he's going to get very far, and I'll first speed it up. We'll watch his level ups. And he'll probably get through level 3 or 4, and that'll probably be it. Like, there's no way he survives the brave weapons, right? Yeah, that's my Azel. Alright, we'll try another one. He probably dies here by getting doubled. Well, 50-50 dodges, you know. He wins in 2 hits. He got 2 dodges, which is exactly what he needed, and he got both his hits. So that was pretty lucky. I think he had a more than 50% chance of losing that one. Alright, well. See if his luck is on his side. This time, he won't be outsped. And his magic tends to work well on armor, so... He still dies in 2 hits, but he also kills in 3 hits. He should win this, actually, because his pursuit should be a guaranteed win, yeah. Alright. Well, you know, he made it probably further than I actually thought he would. Now he fights the Dark Mage. So he can do 12 damage to the enemy's 30. The enemy kills him in 2 hits, guaranteed. And he, like, there's no way he can win, right? He has to hit this guy 6 times. And he doesn't even have great hit rate. And he always dies. Like, he gets 3 attacks. He goes first, takes a hit, gets another attack, gets his pursuit, and then he dies. So you'd have to kill the Doma guy in 3 hits. And there's no way he can do that. Well, I say that. This was 8 damage. This is plus 6 damage. So we'd go from 12 damage per hit to, assuming we hit, and still pursuit. This would go up by 6. So that'd be 18 damage per hit. So that would get him 18, 36, 54. Even if he hits all 3 times, and that'll be harder to get all 3 hits, he would still lose. We basically need 3 more points of magic, I think. Maybe actually 2 more points of magic. So maybe he can come back later. But as far as I can tell by the math, even with the magic ring, we're going to need probably 17 or 18 base magic, and top of Elfire not missing. So you better hope that the Jormungand tome is very heavy, and that we can still outspeed him with that. Alright. Next, we're already an hour into it. Well, let's try... Jamka's going to buy a silver bow, so... I don't think we're getting a brave bow yet. There might be a brave bow on this map. If we got a brave bow, that might replace the killer bow, and then we could send the killer bow this way, but... Anyway. I kind of have a feeling it's 1 brave weapon per chapter, and that's kind of how we have to roll. Anyway, the silver bow is a straight upgrade, so I don't see any reason not to buy that if you've got the cash. And let's do it. Obviously, we spend money to use it. It's a bit more expensive than steel bow, but an extra 4 damage per hit for the same stats, you know, might as well, right? Alright, we'll also get to see the archer enemies in the arena, which we didn't get to see before, so... You don't really see the archer arena very often, seeing as I only have 2 archers, and they don't seem to give you the ranged options for your mages. Axe Knight with a hand axe. No problem. Brave bow at level 3? That's not fair. I don't have a brave bow. I can take 2 hits, but Jamka's gonna need some big damage here. Actually, no, he's fine. Alright. So Pursuit did it. I think because of Adept, it's possible he would have got another shot in. So that might have been a relatively likely win. Strength, speed, very good. Because of Adept, he needs that speed. I'm going to start saving, though, because he might just lose at any point now. And I don't really know... I don't know the Archer rounds very well, so... I'm surprised he's doing that much damage to the Armor Knights, actually. He's got pretty high... He must have good strength. Alright, we got another win. Alright, are we on to the Mage now? That's going to be scary. So, we should outspeed him almost for sure. He kills us in 2 hits. We kill him in... Oh, we need 1 more strength. We could save a shot. Well, we're going to need a dodge next round unless we get a crit or an adept, I think. And a miss. Okay, we got an adept. We had a miss. And we got 2 misses even with the adept. So we need a dodge here or we die. Alright, well, I'm going to try again because a crit would probably finish this pretty quickly. I'm sure he has a chance at full HP. Another one of those situations where it just comes down to the RNG a little bit. Oh man, so close. Or wait, no, Jemka doesn't have crit. Only the Killer Bow has crit. So, okay, he got it. I guess what happened, I'm sorry for speeding all through. He must have had like 2 adept procs, because he needed 4 shots. No, he had 1 adept. He only needed 1 adept additional shot, as long as he didn't miss. Because he would have, normally with no adepts, he would have gone shot, magic, shot, magic, killed. So he'd get 3 shots before he died, assuming he dodges once. I mean, you could try to get more dodges, but let's say he dodges after the second magic. Or dies after the second magic. But he needed to hit 4 times, so one of those 3 shots had to be an adept. Yeah, okay. This time, more math. We got an adept right off the bat. Looks like we should be fine here. We'll get 2 more for Pursuit. And an adept, and a win. And a level up! HP and luck. Not amazing. But, hey, I can't complain. I'm pretty happy. And this is it, the final round. Brave Bow versus not a Brave Bow. I wonder. We'll probably die in 2 hits. No, we die in 3 hits. So we need a lot of shots here without any missing. Or else we have to do 2 dodges. Oh, this one's going to be pretty rude. I don't think we can do this one at 1 HP. Basically, we don't do enough damage, basically. This thing has too much defense. Because we're only doing 18 damage per hit. He's got 67, which means we need so many adepts and hits. And we can't... Yeah, okay, that's not going to work. Good knowledge. Silver Bow, definitely mandatory to get that far, but... you know, I'm happy. He made it to the last round. We got to see what's at the end. And, you know, I could try the Killer Bow on him, but... I guess the Killer Bow might have given him a chance to win with all these extra pursuits and adepts if he got a lucky crit. And it would have been 14% chance to get a crit per shot. Yeah, I don't know. That's probably pretty slim pickings. Let's send in Midir. I don't even know if he'll get that far, but we'll give it a shot. He does not have adept, so he's kind of a bit weaker. I think the main thing is, like, Midir is better on the field because of his cav. But as far as actual 1v1ing goes, Jemka's definitely stronger. But we should still breeze through the first couple rounds. Nothing to see here. Actually, that was even a Brave Bow, and he had some amazing dodges. Like, 50% to hit, he dodged like 4 in a row, I think. I guess after Midir, we're going to end the episode. Can he win this fight? He doesn't do much damage. But, on the other hand, he just has the luck of the dodge, man. It looks like he won. Has he even been hit yet in the arena? What is this? It's not like he's got ridiculously high evasion. Skill, strength, resistance, that's decent. He's just got RNG blessing. Alright, the Dark Mage. Let's see how this goes. So we're only doing 12 damage, that's not much. And the enemy two-shots us. He needs like a crit. Yeah, he got his crit. Wow, Midir. Alright, well then, can he luck his way to the finals? He's probably going to need some pretty big crits here again. There's a crit. And that's it, he wins. Alright, you know what? You're getting some value out of that killer bow. Your level ups, though. I'm pretty sure Midir has had, like, other than Alec and Noish, I think Midir has had the worst level ups. Alright, this is it. The final challenge. If he can beat Luigi, freaking Luigi, of course, then, is he at least green? He's pink. It's Midir is Luigi. Luigi is Mario because of the color. We need, like, I don't know what we'd need. A lot of dodges. I still think he's doomed. I don't know how you'd ever win this one. The Brave Bow is just too powerful. Maybe if we ever get a Brave Bow of our own, we can try that. But yeah, this doesn't look... I don't think he's ever going to get close. At full HP, where he can take a couple hits, he probably has some chance. But at 1 HP, it'll be impossible. Alright. Well, I'm going to end the episode here. I think next episode's probably going to be mostly arena as well. So we're just going to do a couple arena episodes right off the bat. And after that, we'll charge out of Augusti. I feel a little bit bad because Holand and Holand, like both my Myrmidons are not going to get any action. So I'm probably going to still split some of the arena-ing up because I do want to still on turn 1, once we get to it, deploy a lot of units. So I don't think I can trade around the Brave Sword, and that's going to be the only way Noish and Alec have any chance in the arena. So that's going to have to be put on hold. Unless I leave those two and maybe Arden in base, and we just send out like Quan, Sigurd, Finn, Midir, maybe Beowulf. Well, Beowulf probably needs the Brave Sword as well. Maybe he's actually my Brave Sword target, in fact, because all he gets is a sword. And he's got a lot of strength, so that... And he's got Pursuit. He's probably... He might be the best Brave Sword of my Brave Sword user, actually. I'll think about it. Anyway, for now, let's end this episode. Thanks for watching. We'll continue our arena puzzling next time. Hopefully, you guys enjoy this kind of stuff, because, I mean, I think it's fun. And I'll see you next time. We'll get to the chapter eventually, don't worry.